Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. Just getting a few things set up. Actually, what if I go like this? No, I have to have it like this or the chat's super weird. It's a weird song, but I kind of like it. How has all your days been? My day's been pretty good. Getting a lot of notifications for some reason. But yeah. Hey Trandoshan, welcome to the stream, man. How's your day been? My day's been alright. Still a bit sore and tired from a couple days ago. And still trying to recover from it, but today's been good so far. I've got a few things that we can talk about throughout this stream while we do the sort. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes to see how many more people we can get into the chat before we get started. I wasn't able to do any progress in between streams, so we're still on the same container that we finished on last time. I tried to do something different with the video quality of the stream, but YouTube didn't like it, so it's back to normal. As you can see, the green bar on the top of the screen, it's up to 80 now, so we're getting there. If we reach 100 subscribers by that goal, by September 1st, I'll do another mock contest, one that more people can actually join, because I apparently have made a mistake in the mock contest that's currently running on my channel with one of the rules, so that rule will definitely be changed for the next one. How is it fully online? And if it is fully online, how is it going for you? I'd say the last month and a half of my first semester at college was online, because that was right about when the whole pandemic really started to happen and everyone was sent home and stuff like that. It was alright. My math class was awful though. Hey Nolark, welcome to the stream. How's your day been? Just talking about how online school is and stuff. Yeah, if you want to join the mock contest that's currently running on my channel, Trandoshan, there's a video on my channel that says all the rules and stuff. Just go check that out. If you want to enter, feel free. Right now, only one person is entered, so if we can get a few more people to enter, that'd be awesome. At least enough to have, at the very least, 3 people to enter. That way there's 3 winners, but I'd love to have more people join that one. Oh, I know what I should probably do. I should probably make that as the channel's trailer video for new people, so people are more aware of what it is that's going on. That's something I'll probably set up right after the stream. So the mock contest that's currently running is open until August 30th. The mock contest I'll typically do on this channel will run for about a month. I feel like, for me personally, it'd probably take me a month to put something together that I'd be proud to enter into someone's contest for, so I'm giving everyone the ability. This one has only been going for like 2 weeks so far, I think, so it's not been a full month for this one, but the next one will be a full month. But the mock contests are all dependent on the subscriber mile goals. That's how often I'll do them. I would definitely go check what the rules are that I mentioned in that video, though. There's one rule in particular. It's like rule number 2, I believe, in the video. That's the biggest deterrent for most people, because they just don't have the minifigure that I made mandatory for the mock contest. So hopefully you have it. If not, the next mock contest that I'll run will have a different rule. Nice. Sounds like you're going to get your sleep schedule in the right direction again. I need to do the same. I need to stop. I feel like right now, at the moment, there's just a lot that's on my mind, and it's either making me not sleep or it's making me sleep a little too much every day. So I need to fix that and either calm down and stop worrying about certain things, or just get enough done each day that I don't have to worry anymore. But alright, let's get started. One thing I wanted to show off is just this little display thing I made. This is just showcasing one of the Commander Cody figures I've got, the 2 prototype 212 troopers, and then 2 plain animated phase 1 clone troopers. Let me know how this looks, because I'm still trying to decide if I want to go with these Clone Army custom helmets or not. So yeah, let me know how they look. I was watching one of the Clone Wars show episodes yesterday, and I saw that the Clone Army custom helmets are actually the most accurate to the source material, like how they actually look in the show. But they just look a little, in person I can see the difference between the official LEGO helmet and the CAC helmet. But yeah, let me know how they look. If they look good to you guys, then I'll continue to get some more Clone Army custom helmets for it. Hey, what's up, RoboNut? Welcome to the stream. Right now we're actually just getting started because I was just taking a moment to let people get in the stream before we officially started doing stuff. I think this is the this is like one of those songs from Kevin MacLeod that a ton of people have used in their videos back several years ago. I forget what it's actually called. I was about to say the Benny Hill music, but this is definitely not the circus music. I will, if we run into more parts that are supposed to go into these containers that are overfilling, I will take a break and empty these, like especially this one right here, empty this into a bag and then that, because I didn't have time to do that before stream. I'm still a little sad that last night's RC stream, we struggled with, I'm sad that I struggled with that challenge, because I thought that was a really good challenge that you guys gave me for the pistol only, but yeah, that one room made it super difficult. So maybe on Tuesday nights, the next RC stream, maybe we can do another challenge. I would recommend not, I'm not going to do the same challenge, but we can do another challenge. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely, if you're going to recommend challenges for it, tell me them on that stream specifically, or I won't remember. Like, I'm most likely not going to remember you said that, Trandoshan. So remind me by saying it again on the next stream, on the RC stream itself. But I guess let's actually just get into it. So do any of you in chat have questions for me, either about me or about the channel? If not, I do have a few things to talk about. So if you got anything you guys want to share right now, feel free to do it. I'll probably stay relatively quiet for a few more minutes so you can guys say whatever you guys want to say. And then I'll start talking about the different things I feel like I should talk about on today's stream. Alright, I think we're at a point in this container I can just start focusing on a specific shape. As soon as I get a few more of these larger, weird shaped plates out of the way. Alright, let's focus on 2x3s. This song, I like this song, it's kind of nostalgic to me because it always reminds me of a specific YouTuber called Artifix Creations or something like that. He hasn't posted in a long time. But back in the day, he had a video about his custom remote-controlled Lego Juggernaut, or otherwise known as the Clone Turbo Tank. And even today, that still looks really good. The problem is if you go to that YouTuber's website and try and buy, I believe he actually sells the whole set together, so you buy the parts and everything from him. It's quite expensive, but it looks really good. He also has on his channel a Black Ops Republic gunship mock, and it looks really cool. He added a few awesome details to the wings, especially that I can remember off the top of my head, that are like similar to the details on the wings of the ARC 170 that have like the extra little wing flaps to help give the ship stability overall. He did that for his gunship mock, and it looks really good. In that mock, he also included lights and stuff into it as well. Yeah, we're starting to get into the smaller parts in this container, which is always good, because now I can just focus on grabbing a specific type of part, or shape of part rather, instead of having to just get enough to where if I touch this, it doesn't just have parts fall out of it all the time. Alright, here's your last chance stream. I'll go for like another minute I'll go another minute waiting to see if any of you guys have anything you want to discuss for a decent amount of time or so. If I don't see anything within like the next minute or two, I'm going to start going into the different topics I have kind of prepared to talk about today. First one is going to be about the Clone Plays channel. The second one is just going to be about... The second one's going to be about the army building project. And then the third one is going to be about the third topic I have kind of prepared for and planned for this stream is going to be about the podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Sniper Droideka is kind of a weird variant, in my opinion. Like, it looks pretty cool in the few episodes we see it in. I only honestly remember seeing it in like one episode, but I know when I was doing my research for my I guess you'd say heavily modified one, because the main body for my mock on that one video I have posted is the official Sniper Droideka body, but I just heavily modified it so the shielding, the shield plating that it has when it's actually in sniper position, I added way more to it so it looks a little bit more bulky. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking too. Like, we already saw in one episode that commando droids can work in teams to do the same thing for sniping. I believe it's actually in 2 episodes, Trandoshan. I can't remember I can't remember the specific names of the episodes right now, but I believe it actually shows up in 2. But I feel like just normal droidekas would have been, normal droidekas are pretty effective anyway, and then obviously, yeah, commando droids would have been good at the same thing as well. So, like, it's a cool variant, but its main job or main role is already being fulfilled by other things. So it's kind of pointless. Okay, welcome back, Robonut. Right now we're just talking about the Sniper Droideka. Do you like it? Do you think it was useful? Or do you think it is pretty pointless? My opinion is it looks cool, but I think its role for its position in the droid armies was already being fulfilled by commando droids and then just normal droidicas. Yeah. I might have to stop here kind of soon, just so we can empty out some of these smaller containers. That way we don't run into a problem later on. Should probably put those ones away. Ow. That was my elbow. Yeah, that weapon is pretty nice when you pick it up. I also like it after you defeat the Geonosian elites to be able to use the beam gun, because that weapon does pretty well against enemies as well, in my opinion. Oh, there's another. Oh. Oh, the joys of sorting, am I right? Am I right? It's kind of enjoyable. That's why I started doing this live streaming series, so that I'd actually get it done. If I were doing this all on my own by myself without talking to you guys, this would not have gone as far as it did. That could work for your profile pic, Trandoshan. I recently have been thinking about maybe doing some more changes to my YouTube channel just so I can better... that way people can better understand what the point... Like, what's the... It's not the point, but like what they can expect to see on my channel. I feel at the moment it's a little hard for newcomers when they come and just find my channels however they do, for them to see that I do Lego Star Wars and gaming. So I think I'm gonna change up a few things if I get around to it, and if enough people agree with me as well, that I'll change up a few things. No, I've never noticed that. I guess I need to go back and look a little harder. Alright, I'm going a little slow just because I don't want to overfill these containers. So give me a sec. I'm going to try and find as many of these large bags from when we are doing phase 1. And that way I can actually get myself to go a little faster. So give me one sec. I won't be able to read chat, but I'll keep talking probably. See, that's 2. Most likely we'll need, I think, about 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should be good. Now I gotta go through all the ones I previously filled and see which ones need to go. So we need to do this one, which is all of the large wings. I feel like this bag is gonna fill up quite quickly, just because it's really big parts. That one's taken care of. Alright, which other ones do I already have sorted out that need taken care of? Let's see, 2x8s. How are the 2x8s doing? Ah, they could. Yeah, we might as well take care of them now. So before the first episode of the podcast is released, I'm going to be putting together a trailer for the series. That way it can be like a standing trailer on my channel. Sorry if you just heard me whack the microphone. Currently, my plans for the trailer is like pull clips from 3 to 4 of the podcast episodes that have already been prepared. And at the moment, oh, I can adjust this. Oh, I didn't know that. At the moment, I currently have 2 that have been recorded. So as soon as a few more get recorded and edited? I feel like I'm saying that word wrong, but yeah, as soon as I get a few more put together, I'll put a trailer out that will then have it'll have the date of when the first episode will actually come out. But I wouldn't hold your breath to this, but most likely the podcast will start coming out either very early September, like September 1st or something like that, or it'll come out later. At the moment right now, it's going to be in September though. Or, yeah, September. For a second there, I thought I said December, but it's September. Sorry this isn't too exciting right now, but, if I can get all these, containers and stuff emptied, we can be able to film more. This is the problem I'm running into because I'm doing just the part types. These containers are actually kind of small, and I have quite a bit of parts. As you guys know, I keep talking about, I kind of bragged on the RC stream about how many parts I've got, so I'm glad you're excited for it, RoboNut. I thought your direct message to me was a little funny. That first message you sent to me was kind of funny, so I'm glad you're excited. How come you can't use your first table? Is it already covered in stuff? I think in the future, if I continue to use this room as my Lego room, I'm definitely, I don't know, as much as I love this table setup, I feel like it's just not cutting it anymore for my future plans and stuff. So we'll have to see though. I'm currently trying to work with one of my family members to get a different room, but that particular family member said it'll be a while, so we'll have to see on that. Oh yeah, because you have a ton of mock stuff still built. So how often do you guys disassemble your mocks after you're done with them? Because for some of you, it sounds like you keep them up for a long time. Is that just because you got the space to do it, or you just feel really attached to your mocks after building them? What's a medium-sized pile of pieces on the floor? Because for different people, that could be a different size. Like, is it a medium? Like, does it look medium compared to the floor, or like, does it look medium compared to your table, or what? Why is your snack also just one plain tortilla? When I find myself snacking on tortilla, like plain tortillas, it's usually 2. I should probably go to 1, but it's usually 2. Alright. All the bags that I've already emptied parts into, I've already done, so now it's time to empty out these ones that I haven't done yet. So this is probably your opportunity to see my face, because eventually, at some point, I'll probably put my face in the camera by accident. Wanted to make sure I was legit. That's the part that made me laugh. I could see that. I could see you wanting to double check, but yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. What is up, Sergio? Haven't seen you here before. Welcome to the stream, man. Flour. Those are the ones. My family buys flour tortillas, so those are the ones I eat when I'm snacking. At least I'm assuming they're flour. What are your different mocks that you still have up, Trandoshan and RoboNet? Because I know you're both, you both said you have some mocks still put up. Yeah, I don't actually, most of the time I don't go out with them when they're going shopping and buy the stuff, so I'm just assuming they're flour. My taste buds don't, I don't know, my taste buds don't quite work sometimes, so. I'm not, on some things I'm just never sure what it actually is because I don't taste it. I still eat it though because I can taste something on it that tastes good, so I'll eat it. You're assuming I have money to do that, Sergio. That's why this mega sort's happening, because I don't really have money, so I had to disassemble all my sets to put into my parts collection. That way I wouldn't have to buy too many new parts when I'm prototyping stuff. Oh, well, tell me which ones you've got up that you've already shown then. If you want to, of course. This pile, I was trying to avoid having parts in sacks, in bags again, but a lot of these parts are going right back into bags. Gotta pull this one. If you see me leaving one part in each container, that's just to remind me what part I have set up, what part I'm putting in that specific container. And I just messed up. All these parts just went on the floor instead of the back. To answer your other questions, or your question, Sergio, the biggest set that I've owned is either the 2005 Star Destroyer set or the UCS Red 5 X-Wing set. I can't remember which one of those is bigger, but I think those are the two biggest that I've owned. Alright, now that this is going back, I can put chat back in its correct spot. I'm gonna have to probably grab some more bags. On the social media. Oh, so it was your parents' suggestion to do that? Those are some good parents. I know a lot of parents who don't care what their kids or their family members do. Like, family members don't care what their family members do, or what parents don't care what their kids do on social media. So then their kids or family members get in trouble, and then yeah. So that's pretty smart of your parents. It probably also helps just the fact of who's in the very first who's gonna be in the very first episode. Kind of helps out that he's the one who responded back first. Okay, yeah, I know of your Zepho mock. I know of your work in progress Star Killer base. I didn't know you had a Mandalore mock, or maybe I just forgot. It's pretty cool. And they're like that because you built too much, yeah. Makes sense. Alright, so this bag is going to be my 1x6s, and then I think there's like, I need to do this about probably 5 more times, and then well, actually 6 more times, and then we'll actually get back to working on this blue container. Curious, who else is actually doing sorting right now while watching a stream about sorting? Oh, I need to pull one of those back out. Oh yeah, I remember your Mandalore docs now. I was curious why I haven't seen any new. You're delaying it. Okay. Yeah, I now remember that I've seen it. Like the 1 or 2 episodes that have come out about it. Huh, it's kind of funny. These bags are the bags that held those sets. So right now, my 1x4s are going into my bag that I labeled as my 2X Z95 Headhunter bag. Do I like Fallout? I like the series. I haven't bought or played any of them, but I like the series. I kind of like the idea behind it. So I typically watch Let's Plays of it sometimes when I feel inclined to. I haven't seen too much about Fallout 76 except for like a few songs that people have made about it just because of all the hate that came out about that game, so it kind of turned me away from looking too much into it. But I've heard that most of that hate, from what I understood, most of that hate was not deserved. That it was just fans who didn't agree with the story change or whatever change, so they just threw a fit. You're doing homework. What is doing homework, sorta? Is that where you're like trying to do homework but you haven't actually started it yet, or what? Apologies again that this isn't the most exciting thing to be watching right now, because there's nothing really too much happening on camera, but this needs to happen for us to continue. Now I just hope I have enough of these large bags available to me at the moment so I can actually get all this done. But definitely the next one needs to happen. It's most likely this one. Oh. Pull one part out. There we go. There's a 2x6 just chilling right there. What homework? That's a good question. What homework is it? Like, because some classes have easier homework than others. Yeah, let me see if I can find 3 bags. We'll only do this 3 more times. If I can only find 1 bag, we'll do it 1 more time. So let's see how many more bags I can find. Yeah, there's 2. If I can find a 3rd one, that'll be pretty good. There we go. Ow. If you're wondering why I say find, it's just because all the bags that we've emptied in the past, I kind of just threw under my table into a pile. So they're kind of just shoved in a corner. But I'm gonna do that one that I just grabbed. We're gonna empty this one, and we're gonna empty probably this one, and then we'll call it good on putting stuff in the bags. Ooh, almost just dropped that. Lost everything. Coulda lost, coulda had it all, or however that song goes. Yeah, I lost quite a few. At least this time they only landed on my chair instead of on the floor. Ooh, this song sounds cool. I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool. Are you asking like which one's more important to get first? Depends what you're trying to do. So what are you trying to do, and then I'll answer that question. Alright, there we go. Let's actually get back to this blue container now. Yeah, that just like doubled the size of this pile of bags on my floor now. Oh yeah, you guys can see it. Look how big the pile of bags has gotten that's down here. Look at it. It's just growing. I'm gonna have to get like a big box to put them all in. That way they're off the floor. Okay, well, welcome to the stream, Eric. I don't say hi to everyone unless I see them talking in chat, so. Welcome, though. Ooh. I would say if you're trying to improve the quality... Well, okay, so then what part of the video are you trying to do a higher quality of? Just the video in general or a specific part? Like if you're wanting to up the quality of the video in general... Oh, that's actually hard. If you want to increase the quality of the audio, then a mic. But if you want to increase probably the video, if you feel like your mic is already good enough at where the one you've got, then I'd say the lights. But yeah, you got a huge pile of bags in your closet just full of Lego parts, just like I'm probably gonna have to do. Put them all in my closet. That means I gotta clear up room in my closet because my closet has a bunch of my other collections that I have, like my Transformers and stuff. Alright, let's pull out 2x2s. It's probably the next container that's gonna have to get bagged here soon. If you're showing off Lego stuff, and if you're gonna talk over it, probably, I don't know. I'd say because it sounds like you only have so much, you have enough money to do one or the other, I would probably go with getting a microphone first. What? Okay, show off, Nolark. If I remember right, that part is kind of hard, so when we get to that part on my RC streams, it'll be hard, especially if you guys make me have to do a challenge during that part. In every corner of the room. Welcome, Survivalist. Glad you're able to, glad you're here. Okay, so I guess let's start talking about some of the things that I've prepared for this stream since we're already half an hour in. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is just a brief channel update that I was going to post tomorrow, because if I don't post this channel update tomorrow, there won't be any video tomorrow, just because all the other things planned to go out tomorrow haven't happened yet, or aren't prepared yet. So I'm in the process of making a channel update, but I need to redo it because at the moment it sounds a little sad. And it's not quite what I mean, what I've already recorded for the audio, so I'm going to redo that part. But basically, because of everything that's happening in the next few weeks, I'm going to be very busy. And I feel it'd be best for the channel if I slow down just a little bit and only do like 1 to 2 videos a week. I'll see if I can continue doing gaming streams, but because I'm going to university, I won't have access to a majority of my Lego collection, so the Lego live streams will stop. But I should be able to continue doing gaming streams, and I think a lot of my gaming videos will turn into gaming streams instead, depending on the series. That way I can also do other games here and there as well. As far as the Lego content's concerned, yeah, I want to do some better quality like stop motions, and mainly stop motions for you guys while I'm at university, because I'll be the most Lego-like thing that I can do while I'm up there, since I've saved a few things for those. So in order for me to put enough time, especially because I'm going to be very busy with like the different schoolwork and stuff my different classes are going to give me, most likely, I'll need more than 2 to 3 days to put together a stop motion. I'll most likely need like a week. So to give this channel the best quality videos that I can do, my videos moving on, my schedule from now on will be 1 to 2 videos a week, with the occasional probably 1 to 2 live streams here and there throughout the week as well. Hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions about that, please type them in chat so I can better explain what I mean. But that's basically what I'm trying to say for the channel update video I'm going to publish tomorrow. But I need to re-record the audio because I want to better explain what I mean. And so far, I think what I've recorded doesn't quite make sense. So. And I kind of tend to ramble on, so I need to redo it anyway. So I'm more straight to the point with what I'm trying to say. The other Lego related thing will be the podcast. So, speaking of the podcast, so the podcast is basically going to happen every month that I'm away at college. So as soon as I'm able to come back and actually have full access to my Lego collection, the podcast episodes will stop and we'll return back to normal-ish Lego videos. Then when I go back to university for the next semester, the podcast episodes will start coming out. So there'll kind of be like seasons to the podcast. Kind of more, it's going to be more kind of in line with like a talk show interview sort of thing. But I call it a podcast because I think, because most of the ones I've recorded so far, no one has shown their face. One person didn't want to. The other person so far wanted to, but their webcam didn't work, so they weren't able to. And we'll have to see about the future one. So, yeah, that's the plan. That's the reasons for the podcast. It's basically to replace the typical Lego videos that I do on this channel, which are the different builds and mocks that I typically did previously. The stop motion, the podcast will replace those until I can come back from university. Then those videos will replace the podcast and back and forth. If that makes any sense. If that doesn't, please let me know. I'm kind of thinking through and thinking out loud as I'm saying a lot of this right now, so because a lot of it's coming to mind as I'm saying so. I don't think I'll do Fall Guys. Mainly the gaming stuff will be games I already own, or different free-to-play games that I've seen that look pretty cool that I'd like to show off. I'm also thinking during that time at university, and probably from now on, what do you guys think if I did like a game of the month? So for a month straight, all the gaming videos and all the gaming streams will be about this one game. And then as soon as the month is over, we switch to a different game. So like 1 month will all be about Minecraft. 1 month will all be about Terraria. 1 month will be all about RC. 1 month will be about classic Battlefront 2 as a possibility, and then so forth. Oh. Stop trying to weasel your way into the group, survivalist. But yeah, Nolark is right. We literally have it's just being talked about. We literally haven't scheduled anything of the sort. Like, it's pretty much, as far as I understand, it's ready to go as soon as the 4 of us that are in the group so far can actually get together and play the game. But since all 4 of us that are a part of that group are YouTube content creators, we're all pretty busy. So, yeah. Oh, where'd that one? There it is. Okay, never mind. I keep like picking up multiple different types of parts. I need to go back to just picking up the 2x2s. I found that to be the quickest method so far. At least the quickest method when I'm not on stream. So we'll see how quick it is on stream. I know you mean well, survivalist. It's just, yeah, it's literally just been talked about. Nothing's actually concrete about that at all. And then there's just YouTube. You'd be like, speaking of another series that's kind of like that, it'd be like the Buildy Bunch series. You'd be TLC, who doesn't have he doesn't post any videos. He does actually have a YouTube channel. He just doesn't post any videos on it. Whereas the rest of the people in that series are YouTube creators and post videos and depend on YouTube for their job. The song, I don't know why, but the song is reminding me of ODST right now. When you're just walking around as the rookie, trying to figure out what the heck happened to everybody. Just strolling around New Mombasa at night. And then wandering around and getting lost until you can actually find some of the game triggers to start the cutscenes and stuff. That's my biggest problem. I get lost. Or I can't find, like, the sniper rifle in the tree. I can't remember the dude's name, but yeah. Lots of death, lots of smooth chats. I don't know, I don't know. I feel like when you're actually playing as the rookie, walking around nighttime New Mombasa, there's not too many, at least from my memory, there's not too many enemies you have to fight. There are a few patrols, but you can typically just sneak around them most of the time. I think there's one patrol you definitely have to fight because, like, if I remember right, they're guarding us one of the flashback gameplay episodes, levels, whatever they're called. Brain's not working all the way today. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Oh, give me one sec. I don't know. I forgot to get this song off. Give me one sec. I kind of like it though. It's like a techno remix of that one Christmas song, but we'll skip it. This one's called Organic Grunge for some reason, but okay. Yes, you do. Yeah, there's a lot of opinions. There's going to be a lot of... You're definitely going to be able to hear a lot of opinions in the very first episode. Second episode, maybe not so much. But the first episode of the podcast has a lot of opinions being shared. Which is good. There's also something really cool that's announced in the first podcast episode. As far as, like, how to find other LEGO YouTubers on YouTube. Oh, where'd that stud go? Got us. Oh, is it okay? Oh yeah, it survived that through champ. I just ran over the stud that fell on the floor with my chair, and it's still good. There's just a little divot in it, and that's it. Nice. Oh. It's actually good. That piece survived. Like, there's just a little dent in it now. But that stud survived, which is crazy. Probably because it was actually one of these light translucent blue studs. If it were a dark red stud, yeah, that thing would have broke. Or a brown stud, yeah, it would have snapped in half, probably. Alright, see you, Robonut. Get your homework done, my dude. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here for so long. Welcome, Clip Films, to the stream today. I don't quite understand what you mean. Episode 3 is going to be challenging for TT and Skywalker Saga. I don't know who you are referring to as TT. Are you also talking about the LEGO Star Wars game that's coming out soon-ish? You are talking about the new LEGO Star Wars game? Alright, so who's TT then? I don't know where you I don't know who TT is. I also I don't know what you mean by episode 3 unless you're talking about, like, events that happen in Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith that will be portrayed in the LEGO Star Wars game. Oh. Wait, is the new LEGO Star Wars game gonna be broken up into episodes? Like those other Telltale games that have come out, like Batman and can't think of the other ones, but the other Telltale, or like Minecraft Story Mode that came out in different parts, where you had to buy each part in order to basically have the whole game. What's my opinion of the newest trilogy, so the sequel trilogy? I like it. However, it's not my favorite. By far not my favorite. But I like it. I'm gonna be building a First Order Stormtrooper army from it, so that tells you how much I do like it, that I'm even bothering to do that, but... The action sequences are amazing, especially in The Rise of Skywalker, but as far as story is concerned, story doesn't quite make sense in certain parts, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in a lot of other parts, but they're good action movies. If you're looking for storyline or story elements in it, so I would definitely recommend the other Star Wars movies before recommending that one, but I like it. As far as them being movies are concerned, I like them. Them being Star Wars movies, I like them. There's just a whole lot that I wish would have been done better, I guess. Or done more cohesively with the rest of the saga. Oh, I missed what you said, Club Films. So then that would mean it will only... Because Order 66 is Phase 2. Literally the only clone captain or commander they've made in Phase 2 is Captain Rex. And I guess technically Commander Neo, since his Phase 2 commander armor is literally the same as every other member of the 91st Corps in Phase 2 from the movie. And they made Commander Gree, and that's it. They haven't made Commander Cody yet as an actual... They haven't made Phase 2 Commander Cody yet as a LEGO minifigure. They haven't made a Commander Bly. They haven't made... I'm trying to remember all the different scenes. Crap! I can't remember all the other commanders that show up in the Order 66 scenes. But yeah. They've only made 3. Okay, well there's Jag, but like... I don't know, Jag just looks like the other clone pilots. They also haven't specifically made Jag as a LEGO minifigure. They've made Phase 2 clone pilots, but not specifically Jag. If you like the Michael Bay Transformers, then you will like the sequels, but if you're in it for the lore plot, then you won't like it as much as the previous Star Wars movies. I don't know, I heard Bumblebee, Transformers Bumblebee was actually a really good movie. Again though, probably for the same reasons I like the Transformer movies, like the action is really awesome and stuff, but I haven't seen Bumblebee to know if the plot's good. All I know is it shows the Transformers in their oh my goodness, I literally knew it. It's on the tip of my tongue. G1. It shows a lot of the Transformers in their G1, Generation 1 style, which is my favorite style. Generation 2 is alright, and then some of the Cybertron, like Energon Transformers look pretty good as well, but if I remember right, the Bumblebee movie shows a lot of the Transformers in their G1 style, so that makes me happy. Oh yeah, there's Baraka as well. And Jag is apparently the pilot who shot down Plo, if I remember right. That's the name of that dude. I don't think they'll... Yeah, so there's Baraka they haven't made. There's Bly they haven't made. There's Cody they haven't made. The rumor is Cody's going to show up in the UCS gunship, but I doubt it, though. Is that the, what boarding ship are you talking about, Trandoshan? Is that the one, like, in the Rookies episode, we can see the commando droids used during the meteor shower that comes down and has, like, the 4 spiked legs? We can also see that same ship, if that scene doesn't quite make sense. You can see it also when Asajj Ventress attacks the Venator that has Luminara and Ahsoka on it to go and try and rescue Nute Gunray or kill him, whichever way. The Separatists do save him though. Is that the one you're talking about or a different one? I guess you can't forget about Appo, but at least it's hard to tell which clone trooper in that specific single Bell Organa that Appo is. Just because in the movies he doesn't have the white triangle on his helmet, whereas in the Clone Wars show they gave him the white triangle. I wish they would go back, because they've done it in the past. I don't know why they don't do it now. Go back and digitally edit that scene to give one of those clone troopers the white triangle, so you can actually know which one is supposed to be Appo. Well, I don't know, like, most of what we know about the Clone Wars happens in the Clone Wars show, which is the animated style. Like, it does make sense. But I know Lego's not going to do that, or Telltale. They'll have all those troopers in their movie style, most likely. In the movie style printing. Which is fine, because that's... Movie style is the only way... how Commander Cody first appeared. Same with Baraka and a bunch... Like, Commander Gree and a bunch of the other guys. So... It makes sense for that, especially for Order 66, but I don't know. To me, it's going to be a little weird to see if they do a movie-style Captain Rex, because we've never seen Captain Rex in any of the movies, unless you consider that one guy on Endor who has the white beard to be Rex, and even then, that's Rex without his clone armor. It's Rex in, like, Endor armor. Yeah, I thought those were pretty cool. I liked them. Goes along with the vibe that a lot of the CIS vehicles are based off of, like, animals, because that particular boarding ship kind of reminds me of a leech. Wait, DLC minifigures will have Clone Wars Phase 1? You mean animated style? Captains and commanders, like Pawns and Jet and others that I'm failing to remember, like Stone and Phil and Thyre. Well, I guess he wasn't a captain or a commander. He was a lieutenant at that time, but Thyre. Is that what you're talking about, Clip Films? Yeah, the arrow mark. Well, arrow. Yeah, arrow. That's what I said. I don't know why I got all huffy about that, but yeah, I said arrow. At least I thought I did. I don't know. I am pretty sure they'll just do movie style for all clone troopers that show up in that game. But at least canonically, that's not, well, at least as far as art style is concerned for the movies versus the show, that's going to be weird. At least to me, because I know the difference, but for the general audience, it'll be fine. Just like it was fine in the Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars video game, Lego Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars. For some reason, they gave all of the clone troopers, except Thyre, Jet, and Rias movie-style torsos, whereas those three in particular ended up with the animated-style torsos. Just so weird. Like Captain Rex and Plain White Clone Troopers and Commander Cody in that video game had their Clone Wars animated-style helmets and legs, but their torsos were the movie-style. And it was just, when I go back and look at it, it's like, that's so weird. It's just weird. I feel like I'm missing a lot of chat. Just chat, give me 1 second. I'm gonna just try and make a bit more progress, and then I'll try and catch back up again. And alright, we'll pick up these last few and then I'll try to catch up on chat. Alright. Yeah, but I'm not a fan of the cross printing. Just because like the Jet Trooper that shows up in the 501st sets from the animated series, whereas the 501st Troopers that come in that set look like they're more like the movie style, so it's just weird. I can understand though if LEGO's gonna make all clones from now on being the more movie style printing rather than animated because the Clone Wars show is over. But it gives me a problem when it comes to my army building project. What is up, M-Brick Productions? Sorry that I probably missed your welcome message for a little bit. Welcome to the stream. Just continuing the Mega Sort. Right now we're on phase 2. Just trying to finish this container from last stream that we didn't finish. Possibly. Alright, see when you come back, Trandoshan, hopefully you're able to accomplish whatever it is that's making you leave. Yeah, that's probably the biggest flaw of the Clone Wars show. I just think also some of the mistakes, some of the animation and also the voice line mistakes also are kind of a big flaw. But overall, I love the Clone Wars, even with all of its flaws. So far, it's definitely the best animated Clone Wars. Oh, well, okay. Second best, let me clarify. I would still say the 2003 cartoon serial series is still the best Star Wars cartoon. Second is obviously then the Clone Wars show. Third is most likely Rebels, and then after that is the Resistance one. Mainly just for their animation styles. And the amount of action and stuff that happens. Like the 2003 cartoon show was amazing with the action and stuff. There wasn't too much dialogue going on, especially from Captain Fordo, but it was still awesome. I need to probably see if I can find someone or some store that has like the complete DVD set or whatever, so I can just sit down and watch it whenever instead of having to try and scour YouTube all the time for it. Nice. Speaking of that, alright, so how does one actually decal Clone Troopers? How does that work? Like, because I'm curious, just because I think for some of the things I want to do with my army building project, parts are gonna have certain parts, like probably the legs, are probably gonna have to be decaled. Just because I don't know if anyone who actually sells a printed version of this specific design that I want for the plain animated clone troopers, P1 clone troopers. And same with all the other clone troopers eventually that we'll need, like all of Commander Keeley. Oh yeah, that's another. Commander Keeley and his group. Alright, give me 1 second. My 1x2 plate container is overfilled, so I need to grab another large bag. Nice. Found one super quick this time. Read the guide to the Grand Army of the Republic. I don't know. I don't fault Dave Filoni too much. That man is like the closest thing that we've got to what George Lucas wants or had in mind for Star Wars. I don't blame Dave Filoni too much for the mistakes. Okay, so that doesn't sound too bad. My problem is I'm already terrible with Lego sets applying the stickers so they are straight. So I don't really want to do my own decaling because I feel like I'd mess them up and then all of these parts that I'd want would be messed up and I would know they're messed up and then I'd be sad. So if I'm gonna have decaled parts, I'll probably have someone else do it for me. So then that begs the question: is it cheaper to just have someone make a custom print that they can print on a bunch of these Lego parts that I need to have these, I guess, prints on them? Or is it cheaper to just send all these parts to someone with like a decal sticker and have them do all the decaling for me? Which way's cheaper? I don't know. That's true. One nice thing, I guess, is, I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, at that point for the Clone Wars, there wasn't too much going on. There wasn't too much that was already established. So he and the team already had a lot of freedom. You gotta also remember at that point, George Lucas was still in charge of the company, and George Lucas is very heavily involved in a lot of those series. If I remember right, like Dave Filoni was a lot in charge, but George Lucas had the final say. So George Lucas approved all of that. So really, the man you need to be blaming is George Lucas. He's the one who okayed it. That was a neat song, I guess. Alright, let's do 1x4s, just because those are the first 1x whatever part I saw. So I guess all those questions about like decaling and stuff is basically what I had in mind for the part of the stream. I wanted to start talking about the army building project. The other part is just guess let me show it off again for those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the stream. So I just put together this little display to kind of show off. So right in the middle here is a 100% official Commander Cody. This is an official plain white clone trooper, all official Lego parts. Same with this guy. These two are my prototype 212th troopers that are all official Lego parts except for the helmets come from Clone Army Customs. So how does this look overall when they're grouped together like this? Because a lot of the army building project the biggest hang up I'm having at the moment are just trying to figure out the helmets. Like, should I go with Clone Army custom helmets when they've got the right helmet that I need? Or should I try and find someone who, like, does custom prints on official Clone Trooper helmets? One thing I do have a problem with CIC is their Phase 1 animated 501st Trooper is in the wrong color. Because in the Clone Wars show, the Phase 1 animated 501st Troopers have a light blue instead of the dark blue we see the P2 501st Troopers have. So, if I'm going to go with CIC helmets, I'd have to, like, specifically ask them, like, hey, can I have you make 41 helmets of this specific type that you already make, just in a different color, please? I have a feeling Tyler, if I remember right, that's his name, the name of the person who is the founder of the company. He'd probably be like, nah, dude, I don't know who you are. I don't do favors like that, and I'd be sad. So, yeah, so should I do Clone Army custom helmets for the custom clones we're going to have to make because Lego never made them? Or should I try and find someone who can do custom prints on official clone helmets? Like clone helmets that already have the official print on them, and then someone who can either print or decal over that so it has the right color. I don't do that weekly recipe. First of all, thank you for being here, but I don't do sub for sub. At least I try not to. Subscribing to someone's channel should be worth more than just, hey, you sub to me, so you should sub back, or whatever, in my opinion. So, yeah. Sorry, dude. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Yeah, that is true. That is something I haven't done yet. I haven't actually reached out to Tyler and be like, hey, would you and your company be willing to do this for me if I paid just a little bit more for each helmet? The problem is I definitely don't want to pay way more than what helmets already cost, because each helmet already costs $4 from them. I think the name is too long. Yeah, they might have, if that was their official name, they might have to shorten that down to be like CAC or something. But okay, so with that being really not an issue, my main issue then is, should I go with the Clone Army custom helmets that are more accurate to the movie but don't quite blend in with official clone helmets? Or should I try and find someone who can take official clone helmets and the prints that are already on the and add the rest of the printing that I want on the helmet? If that doesn't make sense, please ask so I can explain it better the second time. And if you're wondering why are you trying to be so specific in what your stuff looks like, and the answer to that is just because when this project is over, I want to say that I'm actually proud of it. If I know there's things that are wrong that I could have had differently, then I'll be sad. Plus, that means I'll probably end up wasting more money by trying to fix whatever it was that I could have had right the first time to begin with. So that's why I'm asking these type of questions, so I can make sure that when this project is all said and done, I'm proud of every single trooper and every single battle droid that's a part of this army building project. and not be like, oh, well, we did really good for some of these, but this one group, this one platoon, yeah, we're gonna have to spend even more money and refix them now that I have done more research and figured out things. The other problem I'm running into is a lot of the custom clone troopers I see, especially, every single one that's like been printed or has decals have arm printing. Like, especially the ones that are custom printed, they already have printed on, they have like super detailed custom prints for the arms. But since we've decided as a chat has helped me decide for the project, we're going to go with the Lego style that have full colored sleeves and don't have any detailing, any print detailing on the arms. I then have to buy arms to then take the place of the ones that have custom prints on them. So the main thing about what I'm trying to save is I'm trying to save as much money as possible while doing this project, so that more troopers more platoons and squads can be completed instead of having to waste a bunch of money on these like highly detailed figures. But you can, for the project, there'll only be like 2 of them. Whereas the project, I really want to actually army build, and an army is more than like 4 figures. Do you know anyone specifically who does that, Mbrick? One issue I kind of have with decals, though, is when you zoom up really close to their face, you can kind of see this, like... I don't know how to describe it, but at least in my opinion, I can definitely tell which things have been decaled and which things have just been printed. Because, like, there's this weird, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. There's just this weird texture on the decal prints that don't happen when you have someone like custom print or Lego printed clone troopers. Official Lego clone troopers. Oh, okay. Is at least 5. 5 is a good start. That's the problem too, it's just also because of how popular Lego clone troopers are. Is everyone has their prices up to grow. Like, I looked the other day on Bricklink for if I was going to put together a clone trooper from all separate stores from the parts they have. The price ranged from a particular combination of stores. I could build a clone trooper for $3, excluding shipping, because I didn't look too much into the shipping cost when I was doing this research. So, not including shipping, I could build a clone trooper for $3, but only 1. Whereas if I did it, the other end of that scale is I saw people were selling full clone troopers for $25 each, and the high scale for making clone troopers out of different people's parts is the high price is I saw if I were to put a clone from separate stores would have been around $36 per clone. So it's just like trying to figure out the things. This is before tax. That's just those are the prices before tax and before shipping. So obviously I have to spend a lot of time for this project looking at different people's prices and different stores and things like that to make sure I'm getting the best deal on these clones. And eventually then battle droids, stormtroopers, and then the custom stormtroopers and custom battle droids. Like the other day, I forget who's done it, but they made excellent looking custom super tactical droids. They made the 4 different super tactical droids shown in the Clone Wars show, and the one that shows up in Rebels, Kalani. Not sure if there's any other ones, but this person specifically made 4 of them. But the problem is they're really detailed and they look awesome, but the person is asking for, if I wanted all 4 at the same time, $100 for a lot of 4. And I think the person is selling them individually for about $25. So basically there's no like cheaper option. It's either you end up spending $100 over a period of time, or you end up spending $100 all at once. And that's the price without including like shipping and handling either, though. So it'd be more than $100 all at once, or more over $100 over time. So I'm definitely passing on those figures for the moment, because I don't have that kind of money. Not $100 worth at a time, or $100 over time, unless overtime is closer to a year rather than just a few months. So yeah, but I really only remember seeing General Kalani in like the that one episode of Rebels. My memory is a bit hazy on seasons 3 through 5, except for certain episodes, of course, but most of my memory for those 3 seasons is kind of hazy. And season 6 as well. Should have said that too, So right now, also for the army building project, I'm rewatching all the Clone Wars episodes to make sure I've got written down all of the different unnamed clone groups and all of the named clone troopers down. Oh, is that who it was? Yeah. They look awesome, those super tactical droids that person has made. They're just quite expensive. Which I guess kind of makes sense because they're all custom, but like... It, not alienates, but it just keeps a lot of potential customers away just because they're too expensive, in my opinion. Especially if you're gonna if you want to buy them all at once. That's my opinion on most things. Like, I feel like all companies should just lower their prices just a bit more than they're at right now, because my thinking is they'd actually get more customers overall because their prices are lower, so people would buy more. Like, that's my thoughts for the 501st Legion set. If it were $15, I'd buy more. I'd buy more of them. But because it's at 30 and not 15, like an actual battle pack is, I'm only gonna buy. I'm not able to buy as many as I was hoping to. So yeah. And that general, I apply that general principle to most things that people sell. It's like, if you just set that a little cheaper, people would actually buy more of your product. But because you have it at such and such price, then less people are gonna buy a lot of it. Now, I guess it kind of balances out depending on the price and how many people actually do buy that particular product, to where the more expensive they're making more money, whereas if they lowered it they wouldn't be. But like, then the thing is, like, so why are these people being, or these companies being so greedy about money? Like, yeah, like, making profit's awesome, but like at some point you make too much profit, and then there's just, you have this excess amount of money that no one is able to use because you got it and you're not using it at all. So then inflation happens. The Chipotle burrito. Oh man. Yeah, I like the Alderaan arc, especially because I believe that's the first instance of us seeing the I've got certain plates mixed up in my hand. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe that's the first instance we see the droid gunship, or the oh, I forget its acronym, but yeah, the droid gunship actually showed. First time we see the droid gunship in the show. And it's kind of cool because the droid gunship is actually officially confirmed to just be a single droid with a single, like, the whole thing is one droid instead of being piloted by a pilot droid. And they can actually communicate. They even talk. It's kind of difficult to hear it, but that one droid talking to the super tactical droid actually says something. Forget what, but does talk, so that's kind of interesting. Then later on, like, you see the missile. It's like missile platform something or other, I think. Then you see the droid gunships being used to take down Commander Thorn and his group of clones. Which is kind of sad, but it was kind of cool to see those droid gunships swoop in from the sky. Make like a 180 super quickly and then drop all the B2s on the ground. Nice! Congrats on having 16 seconds of footage for your next stop motion. What is up, Brick Pigeon? Welcome to the stream, my dude. What have you been up to today? I saw your post on Instagram. It's pretty cool looking, my dude. Greedy company. Yeah, I think I agree with that. The problem is too many people have made clone troopers popular, and too many people want clone troopers all at once. So now people are asking for more money because they know they can get it. If people would, and this is kind of selfish on my part, but if more people would calm down about wanting about clone troopers, then I would be able to get clone troopers for cheaper. But I can understand why people want clone troopers or to build armies, because it's super awesome to be able to have like a mock in your home or on a video and be like, look at what I built. Look at this massive army of clone troopers I've got going up against this massive army of battle droids or whatever. But I guess what I was talking about earlier is a little bit more selfish for me, because it would allow me to be able to get the things rather than all of us. It just better serve a few people like myself or whatever. So gotta get that balance, but I feel like that balance is kind of out of whack right now when it comes to buying clone troopers. Battle droids have always been pretty easy because battle droids have been in mass numbers. As far as my research has been so far, you can amass a pretty sizable droid army at the moment still. After all these years. Stormtroopers you kind of can as well, because LEGO's been making Stormtroopers non-stop ever since 1999. They've had a few years where there's been a few times where there's been a long hiatus of the LEGO Stormtrooper, but then there's always more. There's bound to be more first order stuff as well, just because the sequels are still generally in the general public are very popular. It's a very popular era of Star Wars. I don't think they'll ever go away, which is okay by me. If people have a different opinion of the sequels, I'm totally okay with that. Like, definitely not one of those fans that goes and hates on everyone who has a different opinion of me, because that doesn't help foster communication or positivity in a community whatsoever. If you just go around hating on people who think differently than you. But yeah, so we'll continue to get first order stuff, I believe, from LEGO for a long time. What's up, Eric? Did you just come back then, or have you just been lurking in chat? Either way, welcome. Okay, let me actually pause here for a second and actually catch up on chat. Yeah, that's true too. I've seen that as well. I've seen a lot of both. Like, either stuff is out of stock all the time because people are buying it as soon as it goes back in the stock, or some things aren't being sold as much as far as I can tell just because they're just too expensive. So only a few people are buying, but they're buying them regularly enough that those people who make those custom figures or whatever continue to keep those figures at that price. Alright, we've emptied this container. Let me get it out of the way for a sec, and I'm actually going to try to catch up on chat because I've missed it quite a bit, I think. Yeah, the HMP Droid Gunship. That's the acronym. Yeah, and it says by your command. That's right. One of the tactical droids at some point says by your command as well. Oh, your internet was as dead as Qui-Gon. Oh my. Yeah, I need to see your week too. I haven't had a chance yet today. I don't know if I'll have a chance today, but most likely tomorrow I will. You're gonna be up late to get the 501st. I'm gonna attempt to find some of the new wave of Star Wars sets tomorrow. We'll see. if people go in there and be like how I think they're gonna be, and they just buy them all out, and one person walks out with all of them, and the rest of us don't get any, I'll be super upset. But they do technically have the right to do that if they're the first ones there. It's not like you can just claim, I want this many or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. You could say I'm one of those people that always complains that things are too expensive. Yeah, it makes sense that you can get more battle droids because the droid army is supposed to be like 100 times more massive than the clone army or whatever. Yeah, 100 to 1 is what Count Dooku or the Trandoshan King before he gets murdered says, I think. Nice! I'm excited to see your Ringo Vinda. Is that how you say that place? Also, is that the name of the planet, or is that the name of like the station thing that they're on? At least my memory makes me think that the battles that we see with like Commander Doom or what and his group is on a station rather than a planet. What about Poggle the Lesser? What about Poggle? Anyone ever been a little curious why he's called the Lesser? That was something that I was curious about for a long time until I found out what the answer was. Man, it took like almost all of today's stream to go through that one container. Give me 1 second, I'll grab another one, but I doubt we're gonna be able to get through it all of this stream. Been talking too much. Those are plates. Those are slips. Okay. This one we're going to work on has a lot of large plates, so hopefully we can get through all those quickly. Obviously there's a Poggle the Greater. I wouldn't be so sure about that unless you're joking with me, Miller. Then if you are, then that's kind of funny. Why is this container being like this? There it goes. I'm just happy to see all these like squared plates because they'll come in handy a lot in the future. Oh my. Okay, Eric. Okay. Whatever you say. Yeah, that's because the Geonosians apparently talk just enough that someone was able to figure out how you can actually speak the Geonosian language. I haven't watched that video, but I'm very curious. I'm very interested, just haven't had the time. Alright, let's see if I can get all these like bigger plates out of the way. For some reason this one has a lot of green and tan. I don't know where the heck they came from, but nice, I guess. Got to love the Geonosian language. It's a lot of clicking noises, if I remember right. Except for the Geonosian Queen apparently can talk in some super broken English, but English nonetheless. Or I guess it'd be technically basic, since the human language in Star Wars is basic. Oh, I made a mistake. That's why. How did... Oh, wait, no, I know why. That's this type of plate, and this is the other type of plate. Just almost confused myself. Just gotta think about it, you know? Did I give you permission to link videos in my chat, Survivalists? Yes. Yes, I did. That's what you get for being a moderator. That's what I get for making you a moderator. I've doomed this chat for making you a moderator. Just kidding. You can speak some Geonosian shouldn't you be able to speak Trandoshan and not Geonosian Trandoshan? Say that 3 times fast. So you're making a channel trailer about Poth and Shag, I think are the characters' names, about them making a trailer? Nice. I like those kind of videos. They're very funny to watch. Huh! Oh no, what did you say, Nightbot? Or what did you say, Eric? You've definitely gotten Nightbot's attention for some reason. Don't know why, but best be careful with whatever it was. Probably just you put caps in the wrong spot. What's funny is Nightbot usually doesn't catch anything that I actually want him to remove, and then he catches stuff that I didn't think needed to be removed, and he removes it anyway. I don't get it. Nightbot has some problems. He does alright though. Technically, Nightbot's the one who's playing the music right now. He's the DJ. That's the program. I'm using Nightbot as my DJ program. So far, he's done good. Except for when he puts on a random Christmas song. I can speak my own language. I forget what it is. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. If that's exactly what you wrote, I don't get why Nightbot took him down. If that's not exactly what you wrote, like if you had like if you had random capital letters with throughout the words, and yeah, Nightbot typically takes those down. Yeah, like if you had that in all caps, Nightbot takes those down because those are immediately assumed to be spam. Because a lot of people who spam random junk, random messages, usually do it in all caps. So best be wary of all caps. If you want to make a joke, just do parentheses jokingly, open parentheses, jokingly, close parentheses. That's what I typically do. And so far it's worked out alright. People know that I'm joking when I write something. At least I assume so. No one said anything, so maybe don't do that. But that's what I typically have done so far. It's worked out alright. Magic. Yeah, or you can say Kappa, as long as people actually know what that means. So far, I've found in the LEGO Star Wars community, a lot of people don't know what Kappa means. It's more of a gaming thing. Is that supposed to say Nightbot makes you sad, Eric? Don't let Nightbot make you sad. I would not recommend fighting back, but just be wary. Nightbot's always watching. And he's typically always out for blood, so just be on Nightbot's good side and you won't have any problems. So, yeah, does anyone have any questions? I can kind of see the chat's going, it's kind of nosediving just a little bit. So if anyone's got any questions, let me know. If you want to talk about anything specifically, let me know. I think I said there was like 3 things I wanted to talk about throughout this stream, but I kind of don't remember what the 3rd thing was. So, I could always make up something. Why can't we be friends or something like that? Because I don't know how the tune goes. So hopefully this stream doesn't get taken down for me singing. I didn't even sing the right tune or whatever. Now I just want to say it, but I know YouTube might take it again. F for Kappa then. So it doesn't do the emoji. Oh, okay. Oh, did you miss what I said? Don't go back in time. Oh! It might have been. I don't know. Survivalist, when you go back in time, when you time travel and come back to the future, or to the present, let me know what I said was the 3rd thing. It might have been in podcast, but yeah, I don't really remember anymore. So it sounds right, but I want to double check. If you can double check for me, that'd be great. I think I said it about like 10 minutes into the stream at the beginning, but I don't know. This is like... Nolark can probably back me up on this, but you get like this streamer brain where like there's just certain things that you want to talk about or whatever, but then you just completely blank on what it is. Or like, yeah, you'll be talking to the chat because they've asked something, and then you'll just like totally blank. What is the 1 + 1? I don't know what the 1 + 1 is, but 1 + 1 is 2, my dude. What level of Coruscant do you live on? None, because I don't live on Coruscant. I live on Naboo. Naboo or Alderaan, those are the best planets to live on. I forget what is it, Geeksley, whatever that channel is actually said. However you say that channel is the name. I believe he said the best planet to live on is, wasn't Alderaan, it was another one. Oh, well, now I can't remember. He had Alderaan and Naboo in there. He said Alderaan was low on the list because apparently at some point during the Clone Wars it did get attacked. Because he was doing it for... would be the best planet for a clone to be stationed on during the war. And he put Alderaan low just because... on the list, just because it did get attacked once during the Clone Wars. I think in Legends material, so... yeah. Alderaan would be a good planet to live on, same with Naboo. As long as you don't go into the core or whatever and fight all the weird fish that live down there. Can't remember the other planets you mentioned. There was another one. Well, there's 3 other ones, but I don't remember what those were called. Why would you live... well, okay, take that back. You're a Trandoshan, so it's fine. But if you were a normal person... quote-unquote normal person, why would you live on Narshada? I feel like that'd be an awful place for a human to live on. For Trandoshan, that'd probably be fine for you. That one. How much snow you get? Nightbot is a mean. Hey, don't make fun of Nightbot. He's got feelings too. That's why he attacks people. Don't be calling Nightbot names or he'll come after you. Just like in real life, when you start calling someone names, they usually fight back. That one? No. Do I have a container for this one? Oh, I do. For a second there, I thought I just found a brand new special shaped plate. I was gonna cry because I don't have any containers for more random shaped plates. You'd probably work for the Hutts. Okay. You'd be would you be a bounty hunter for them, or would you work in one of their palaces? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see your message the first time. Alright, so... said something about the podcast. What did I want to talk about the podcast? I think all I wanted to say is just the fact... and I said this a little bit later as well, because RoboNut, when he was here, asked about it. Just like when it's gonna come out. So I'm gonna put a trailer together of different clips from the first 3 episodes. And then that trailer will announce when the very first episode will come out. But most likely it'll be like... the trailer will come out, and then maybe like a week or a week and a half later, the first episode will come out. Now, as far as actually when, most likely looking into September time. But no guarantees on that either. Just depends on when I can start working on it. I've got most of what I need done so I can actually start editing the first podcast episode. Got the second one recorded, and Saturday I'm meeting up with someone to record the third one, so... making some good progress. And then obviously other people have said yes, and I've got dates planned to record with them as well. So there's quite a few. But I also mentioned earlier, so this will be kind of like this podcast will come out in different seasons. So I'll probably, with that in mind, there'll be like a bunch of episodes that come out, kind of relatively close to each other, then there'll be like a long break probably between, and then another batch of episodes will come out and vice versa. Because it's not going to be like a it's not really like a well, how do I explain? It's not like, let me know if this makes sense, but it's not like a standing series on the channel. It's mainly just to replace a lot of the Lego content I won't be able to make. But as soon as I'm able to start making the typical Lego content that I want to do, then the episodes will stop. And then when I am unable to make the typical Lego content that I want to make, then the podcast episodes will start coming out again. You know who has unlimited power? You know who has unlimited power? I do. Boom. I have the unlimited power here. Hey, he could be a Sith Lord and he'd be a good person. Not all Sith Lords were bad guys. Depends on how far along on the Sith trail they are or whatever. This is kind of an epic song. He's too powerful to be kept alive. Nah, because I have ultimate power. And I'm a good guy, so... Not even Order 66 can stop this clone. I've already got the chip out, so... You can't have more power than I got. Oh, where'd that stud go? No, we lost a stud underneath all my minifigure stuff. Dang it. I'll have to get that stud later. Jar Jar is not a Sith Lord. I can't believe people actually think that. They have a right to their opinion, but I can't believe they actually think that. I can't believe there's actually a theory about Jar Jar being a Sith Lord. It cracks me up. I don't have an Alexa. I can't have it execute Order 66. At least there's not one in my room. I think we do actually have one around my house, but nobody uses it at all. I don't even remember where it is. I believe it's on a counter somewhere, just buried behind a bunch of other stuff. If you don't believe Papa Jar Jar is a Sith Lord, then you're the insane one. Okay, no arc. Nah, if anyone's gonna be called Papa, it's Papa Palpatine, my dudes. And to some, it's Grandpappy Palpatine. Is this nougat? The one on the left? Is this what the nougat color is? Oh, let me... Yeah, there you go. Is that nougat? The 2x2 plate on the left? If so, I literally have maybe like 4 of those. That's it. I don't know what set they came from, but I have a few. No, the real Sith Lord is Nightbot. Speaking of Sith Lords, if any of you are not subscribed to the Clone Plays channel, if you subscribe right now, your name will pop up on the stream, and there'll be a really cool animation from the 2003 Clone Wars cartoon. It won't be a Sith Lord, it'll be one of the ARC Troopers most likely, but if you subscribe right now, you'll get your name on stream, so there's some incentive right there. oh, what am I even trying? I've seen that since Lego Spencer's latest videos come out, the subscriber count has gone up, so I appreciate that. You can give a test as long as you actually subscribe back, Mbrick. That's the only permission I give you. Like you need my permission to do it. Wow. I think you tried, but I think I had it messed up, so I don't know. Someone can give it a try if you want. Or we can just wait to see if we can get some new people in chat, and then if they like what they see, they subscribe, and then their name will pop up. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how Streamlabs works, so I've got it decently figured out at the moment. Not quite to the point where I want it to be at, but I've got it somewhat figured out. If you want to, you can. Definitely not telling people to, but if you want to, I'd definitely appreciate that. I appreciate any shout out that someone feels like they want to give me. I'm glad to see a lot of people appreciate the efforts I'm going into to help have the LEGO Star Wars community be more connected with one another, though. So, thank you to all those who've sent me kind words about me trying to do stuff like that. So, because it means a lot, because it does take quite a bit of my time to do such things like that. So, and it's actually quite fun to do it as well. Recording these podcast episodes with different LEGO Star Wars creators has been a lot of fun, especially because a few are going to be kind of outsiders. Like the second episode is with a creator who's kind of in the LEGO Star Wars community, but more like in the general LEGO community. So it was really interesting to get his thoughts and opinions about stuff about the LEGO Star Wars community, because he's kind of got one foot in the community and one foot out, since his channel is more of a general LEGO channel, whereas a lot of the other people that I've recorded with so far or will record with are heavily in the Star Wars community. So see ya, Eric. Have a great rest of your day, man. Thanks for being here for so long. Even if for some of it you were lurking, I lurk in a lot of stuff, so it's all right. Have a great rest of your day, man. See ya next time. I'm going kind of slow. Do I like Commander Gregor? Yeah, of course I like Commander Gregor. I'm glad he's a commando. It means we get more commando content. Republic Commando content. He's not Delta Squad, that's for sure, but he's definitely an awesome clone commando. My body's sore too, Nolark. I feel your pain. It's kind of weird that he got to survive, though. Like, I don't think they've quite explained how he survived the massive explosion that he caused that allowed D-Squad to get away, but it was kind of cool to see him in Rebels. I'm sad that he died in Rebels, even though I didn't watch that episode. I just know he's dead, so... Oh, wow. Welcome back, Eric. Long time no see. Welcome back, Sergio. Thanks for coming back. I don't think you heard this, but if you're not subscribed, if you subscribe right now on the stream, you should see your name pop up and an animation from the 2013, 2003 Clone Wars cartoon. What's up, Coconut? What, gentlemen? We all knew what you meant. Have you seen some of the things I've typed in your chat, Coconut? I mean, some of those things I've immediately had to post another comment explaining what I actually meant to say. Sometimes my fat thing, when I'm watching on mobile some of your streams, my fat fingers mess up what I'm saying. And then if I'm on my if I'm on my laptop watching, sometimes I don't check what I wrote before I send it. It's a habit I'm trying to break. Well, what's up, Coconut? How's your day been? No, don't. If you're already subscribed, it won't work. People have tried. It doesn't work. You have to be brand new. I suffer too from fat. Yeah, man. And my phone's one of the bigger ones. It's a Samsung something or other. So it's compared to the rest of my family, they all have iPhones, and my phone's the biggest one of them all. Except for, I think, my father's. I think his iPhone is slightly bigger. But from my mother and my brother, my phone is bigger than theirs. And all their phones are newer than mine. So, like, it's interesting to see. I was going to try to send you those questions I have prepared for you, Coconut, earlier, but I ran out of time, so I'm going to do it right after the stream's over. I had a lot of stuff happen today. Like, I'm currently behind on some of the quote-unquote chores I need to do. Like, I'm currently doing laundry right now as well. Hopefully my family is nice to me and has moved it over for me while streaming, but yeah, like, I'm so far behind on just, like, stuff. General stuff. Hopefully I can get it all done, though. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Survivalist. How are you, are you, like, got your phone hooked up on one of those, like, trade display things they've got on treadmills? Eric, is that how you're watching this right now? My phone's too small that I wouldn't be able to do that. Now, if I was on the treadmill right now, I would have to watch the stream on, like, a TV. Because in our house right now, the TV, or the treadmill rather, is kind of in front of the TV, so but I'd have to use the TV in order to actually see what was going on in someone's stream, if I was actually going to want to exercise at the same time. He has his phone in one hand while he runs. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I'd probably, like, loosen my grip at some point and the phone would just go flying. I think most of this orange in this container came from some of the Rogue One sets with, like, those different Imperial like orange black containers. No, the hover tank from Rogue One doesn't have any orange on it. The containers do, though. Ew, treadmills. Yeah, I'm the same way. If I'm gonna go running or walking, I'd rather go outside because you can actually go places. Whereas a treadmill, you're stationary. But I feel like I do run faster on the treadmill because I make the treadmill be on a higher speed than I typically make myself go, and if I'm just walking out and about. So it has its pros and cons for myself. I've never heard this song before, but it's kind of cool, I guess. It has holes for my phone. Oh, interesting, Eric. Got acnol? What? I think I understand the joke. I think. So wait, how long, Coconut, if you're still here, how long are you streaming on Saturday? Are you streaming, like, all day? Oh my goodness, is this like a weird version of that one song that has Billy Cypress in it or whatever? Or is this, I don't know. That one line right there just reminded me of that stupid, well, in my opinion, stupid song that has Billy Cypress in it or whatever. Well, not if you're, well, okay, never mind. You said stationary. I thought you said sitting, which doesn't make any sense. But speaking of sitting, I think eventually I'll be one of those people that gets a standing desk. Just because I could use more opportunities with my different stuff that I do, like Lego, to be able to exercise while doing it or whatever. So maybe I'll get like a standing desk to do the gaming streams eventually on, so... The joke works better when spoken. Okay, so basically like all morning until 2 p.m. Okay, that's a long stream, isn't it? Isn't that though, Coconut? Are you gonna be able to handle that long of a stream? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're very expensive though. The stand-up desk that you can then raise and lower depending on how you want it for the day. I know one of the YouTubers slash streamers that I follow, and he's one of the British people. He has an adjustable desk. And he goes through phases with it where he'll stand up at it all the time, and then other times he'll move it back and forth between sitting and standing. I think right now, currently though, he's in a habit of having it be all the way down, so you have to sit in a chair to use it. If I remember right. It's been a while since I've made it to one of his streams while he talks about it. How long am I going for, like, for the stream? Probably just a few more minutes, just because I saw some more people join the stream towards the end. I want to get a little bit more progress done. And chat with you guys for a little bit longer. Because at the moment, I'm not too hungry, since I actually had enough time to eat lunch today, before streaming. I'm not having water for lunch this time. So I'm just going to go for a little bit longer. Probably another, like, 5-ish minutes. I say ish because I typically never actually end when I say I will. The British people. Hey, the British people are responsible for the English language, plus all the other languages that we stole words from, so... Yeah. Beauty of language. I like how I said I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer to chat with you guys, and then all of a sudden chat just kind of stopped. Is it something I said? The way you originally said it, though? What do you mean? What did I originally say? What are you referring to? I've said a lot of things, so I don't know which one you're referring to. That's true. How many levels does your treadmill have? I think my family's treadmill, if I remember right, only... No, it goes to 10. And my typical just normal walking pace is between a 2 and a 3. So if I want to do a light jog, it's like a high 4. Then if I really want to do some running, it's about a 7. So were you running at like max speed this whole time, Eric? Kudos to you if you're running on max speed of your treadmill this whole time. But yeah, that makes sense. It's typically those three, because those three countries are pretty close to each other. Yes, my family's treadmill does do slope. It's a little iffy at the moment though, because the treadmill is quite old. It's a little iffy to do the slope stuff with it, but it's okay. Angels? Did you mean angles? I bet you meant angles. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, my family's treadmill that I have access to at the moment does do angles or sloped, but since it's so old, we don't really trust the treadmill to do it anymore. So it's been a while since I've actually put it in slope. I think it's currently stuck, or not stuck, but currently set in a specific slope. So we just leave it in because I think we're a little too afraid to change it. Don't really want to have to get a new treadmill at the moment, so trying to not have it break. I threw that circle in the wrong spot. Are you talking about the higher? Are you talking about all the levels higher than like 7 or 5 Nolark? Or are you talking about slope? Like treadmills that can slope. Alright, we'll go until my my phone says we're at 5:10 my time. Then that's when we'll probably just do a little chatting and then I'll end the stream. And try to raid someone afterwards. Unfortunately, Nolark and Coconut, I know you're both... Or no, at least Nolark, I know you're streaming tonight, but you're streaming later, so I can't raid you. But we'll see if we can find somebody. Either I'm going to use YouTube or I'll use that website that Lego Spencer talked about in his video. That I'm going to be linking... I'm going to have a link to that website in the podcast episode that comes out with him when I get that done. And I'll have that as just a link in my description boxes from now on because it's a super cool website. I like the idea that he came up. I like the idea of it. I'm glad Lego Spencer has taken the initiative to do such things. I need to fix this container. I've made a mistake. What? We're all talking about treadmills. Hey, exercise is important, my dude. Physical health is important. What's also important is mental health, and if you're into it, spiritual stuff, spiritual health or whatever. Get those, get your triangle set up or whatever. Get your triangle balanced. I say the third one maybe is not so important for some people because some people aren't spiritual or whatever, which is fine. That one's more of this might sound a little weird, but that one's more of a choice, whereas the other two are definitely very important. Oh man, this one sounds like Mario. Makes me excited. Reminds me of the Spook House levels. Is it weird I get excited every time I find these like 2x2 plates that are in the nougat color? Just because I barely have any of that, parts in that color. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but it gets me a little happy every time I see it. Oh, someone new here? Oh, what is up, some dude named Caden? Caden? I haven't seen you in a long time. In like three weeks, but what is up? I've been doing good. How you been doing? We're actually on phase 2 of the Mega Sort now. That's why the setup on my table looks quite different from the last stream I saw you at. Right now we're sorting out those major, more general categories that we did for phase 1. And we're not talking about weird stuff, we're talking about health. Because someone talked about Eric talked about being on a treadmill, and then I went on a tangent about treadmills. Yeah. Pardon that, like, outburst. But, yeah. So now we're just taking the plates and sorting them out even further. Using the word further correctly there. Oh, there's a random tile in there. Neat. Did I miss anything? Your treadmill goes to 10 miles per hour? Oh, interesting. What? What? What about rookies and their rocks? What does that mean? Now how you really get in shape is have a Wookiee rip your arms off. Then you don't have to worry about arm weight. That's how you lose weight. Quickest way to that is have them lose in a game of sabacc. Quickest way to lose weight right there. I don't remember any weird conversation. Oh, you meant Ewoks? That makes more sense, because I don't remember Wookiees doing anything with rocks. Alright, gonna stop sorting because we're at the end of today's stream. I'll just chat with you guys for a little bit, also while I search for someone to raid. So let's see what you guys have to say. If you have anything you want to share at the very end of the stream, please do it now, because the stream is going to be ending in like a minute. So alright, see ya, Eric. Yeah, quickly type in what you want to say right now, because as soon as I start looking for someone to raid, I won't be able to see the chat, so. You get physical, mental, and spiritual exercise while hunting Wookiees. Oh, man. I don't know, Trandoshan. I'm on the Wookiee side. You should get off their planet. That's all I'll say about that. Get off their planet, my dude. Wookiees have enough problems. You can get off their... Oh, yeah! Have you not gotten your Chipotle burrito yet? Man. Chipotle is going slow. Alright, I'm gonna take a second here to see if I can find anyone in the LEGO Star Wars community who's streaming. The heck? Oh. Okay. Rich Boy J apparently isn't streaming right now. He was earlier. Alright, let me actually use that website from Lego Spencer real quick. I think it'll help out. If it doesn't do what I think it's gonna allow me to do, I'll definitely leave it in like the comments of its videos to add a way to, because right now you can find Lego Star Wars creators who are on there. So if you're a Lego Star Wars creator and have a YouTube channel, please go to what is it, legodex.com. Let me double check to make sure that's actually what it's called. Yes. Go to legodex.com and enter your channel into this list. Okay, this doesn't actually show who's streaming. I'll have to suggest that to him. And if you guys want to help me suggest it to him, leave it in his comments to add a function to the website so you can see who's streaming. Oh, welcome our Lego Life. Yeah, you just joined at the very end of the stream. Hopefully you didn't get in trouble at work though. So, okay, let me see if I can find somebody. If you guys see anyone who's streaming who's part of Lego Star Wars community, please let me know, because we're trying to find someone to raid. Oh man, I don't see like anybody. Let me type this in, maybe I'll see someone. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Let me see if you guys see anything. Probably because it didn't guacamole, I guess. Alright, I didn't find anyone to raid, so we won't raid anyone tonight. Or today. If you guys are available at... Oh, what time is it? If you're available at 6:30 p.m. my time, you can go to Null Art Brick's channel and he'll be streaming as well. So check him out. He's a good guy. He makes some cool stuff. But I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for coming out. We're getting closer to the 100 subscriber goal for the month. If we reach 100 subscribers, we'll do another mock contest. Right now I currently have one open on my channel. Yep, there's the time for no lark. So I currently have a mock contest running on my channel. If you want to check it out, there's a video on my channel for it. But I'll see y'all in the next one. And remember, every clone has its roots in the original. Bye, everyone.